Bernie Sanders and AOC are going around the country repeating the same old Democrat talking points. Then an oligarchy is taking shape and the Republicans want to gut Medicaid. Take a look.
Because we know that a better world is possible. But to get there, we need to be honest about where we are. Because we are witnessing an oligarchy in America. And that is when those with the most economic, political, and technological power destroy the public good to enrich themselves while millions of Americans pay the price. And we are at a point where the wealthiest people in the world, like Elon Musk, and all the Republicans enabling him, are turning to loot what is left of Medicaid, Medicare, and Social Security to bankroll even deeper tax cuts and sweetheart contracts for themselves, their fellow billionaires, and their corporations.
I find it very amusing that AOC is talking about an oligarchy taking place when you actually look at it, 81 billionaires supported Harris and only 51 supported Donald Trump. So 30 more billionaires supported Harris, who AOC supported. So when she talks about oligarchy, when you see who the billionaires are actually supporting, most of the time it's Democrats. And that same point was brought up by someone at Fox News. Listen to this video.
There is such an irony to Democrats talking about oligarchy because, of course, for every one billionaire that backed President Trump, Kamala Harris had 2. 9 of the 10 richest counties in America are represented by Democrats. 65% of Americans making over $500,000 a year today are Democrats. 75% of hedge fund managers who make political donations donate to Democrats, and 95% of political donations from the top 3 management consulting firms go to Democrats. Meanwhile, President Trump absolutely crushed with Americans who make under $100,000 a year. The Democrats are the party of the wealthy. And Donald Trump is representing the working class because he simply lifted the pro-worker elements of the Democrats' agenda when they abandoned the working class to cater to their rich base. This is all performance art. And what's so upsetting about it is they are being paid by the American people to serve them, and they are doing nothing of the kind.
This journalist is definitely correct. When you think about that, for every billionaire that backed Trump, Kamala had 2, and then these other statistics, 65% of rich Americans are Democrats, and 75% of hedge fund managers are Democrats. Like, that's crazy. But still the Democrats are going to put up this facade, this performance that they're anti-oligarchy when billionaires actually support them. A majority of billionaires support Democrats. The hypocrisy is so crazy. And when you think about it, what is so bad about Elon Musk that AOC and Bernie Sanders are so mad about him? Are they mad that he's trying to cut the federal government? Are they mad that he's trying not to have the deficit go $2 trillion every single year? But somehow, I guess AOC thinks that the American people don't want a balanced budget and don't want to slash waste, fraud, and abuse. Take a look at this video.
Dean Phillips, one of your fellow Democratic members, was on television this past week, Fox News as a matter of fact, and he appeared to wish Democrats acted a little more like Trump in this way. He wished that they would appeal to business people, to get smart people into government, to talk about efficiency. He seemed to wish Democrats would do what Elon Musk is doing, even if he doesn't agree with the way that Elon Musk is doing it.
I would say that instead of appealing to other politicians, we should be appealing to the American people. And if you ask the American people what they think of what Elon Musk and Doge are doing with government right now, they are vehemently opposed.
Well, I do have to agree with AOC. The Democrat Party should be appealing to the American people. But you know the reason why they're not appealing to the American people? Because they don't want to cut government waste, fraud, and abuse. Because they don't want to slash the size of government. That's the reason. And also because their parties become too woke and too liberal for the American people. She said that the American people are vehemently opposed to Elon cutting waste, fraud, and abuse from the federal government. Well, that's simply not true because a poll came out said, do you want your member of Congress to support or oppose the current efforts to cut federal government spending? 51% supported it, 36% opposed it, including 24% of their party. AOC is just very far off from what the American people want. Now, that's one talking point. The other talking point is that Republicans want to cut Medicaid and Medicare. And they'll take that because the Republicans put out a bill that would slash the agency that controls Medicaid by $880 billion over the next 10 years. They say, oh no, Medicaid and Medicare are going to be taken away from you. Well, that's also not true. Incidentally, CNBC put out a report in 2023, taxpayers are losing more than $100 billion a year to Medicare and Medicaid fraud. And so when they get rid of $880 billion over the next 10 years, that's not going to be actual benefits from the recipients who deserve it. It's going to be taken out of the waste, fraud, and abuse the taxpayers are losing every single year to Medicaid. And because the Democrats are so far off from what the American people want, that's why you see they only have a 29% favorability rating by CNN and 27% by NBC. And AOC and Bernie Sanders continue to prop up their far-left liberal socialist ideologies. But the Democrat Party is so tied up in its ideals that it won't see what the American people actually want. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash the like button down below and subscribe. Comment your thoughts or suggestions in the comment section down below. Shout out to Diana Barbie, our first channel member. If you would like to become a member, you can join near my channel logo. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.